Ahoge or antenna hair is often seen in anime, manga, and games. They're super cute and pretty much essential to most wig designs. So in today's video, I'll be showing you various ways to style an ahoge. We're going to be making detachable ones, wired ones, and odd shapes like a heart. I hope you're just as excited as I am to get into this video, so let's dive into it. Hello! First off, we're going to be making the magnet detachable ahoge. It's the most basic one of all. So let's take some hair and trim it down. Make sure it's slightly longer than what you need and there's enough hair to cover the magnet. This also means that if your ahoge is thinner, use a smaller diameter magnet. Secure the hair with a zip tie. This makes it easier to handle when you glue the hair onto the magnet. Here's the neodymium magnet that I use. We're going to be cutting the ends of the hair parallel to prepare it for gluing. Take a piece of magnet and stick it onto any metal surface with a grip. I like to use a metal hair clip for this. It's easier this way since the magnet is so small it might be hard to manage otherwise. Now saturate the ends of the hair with hot glue. You want to make sure every piece is coated with glue. Before it dries, stick it onto the magnet. You'll see that without the hair clip as grip, it would have been challenging to get it on and you might possibly burn your fingers. Once it cools, carefully slide the magnet away from the hair clip. If needed, pinch the glue before it completely solidifies if there are any bits that sticks out too much. Now you can leave it as it is or cover the edge with another layer of hair. To do this, grab some hair and cut the ends parallel. Apply some Yoo-hoo glue onto the edges to make glue wefts. I use the one in a metal tube but I've transferred the glue over to this plastic bottle for better handling. Spread the glue out evenly and adjust the hairpiece before it fully dries. The glue weft has to be wide enough to cover the circumference of the magnet and it's okay if it overlaps a little bit. Carefully slide the zip tie out. Then apply a thin layer of glue onto the hairpiece we just made. Spread it out evenly. Lining the edge to the magnet, wrap the hairpiece around to cover it up. It's okay if some parts jut out a little, we'll fix that in a moment. Here's how it should look and we can leave it to dry for a while. Once it has dried, trim away any edge that juts out. The scissors will get stuck to the magnet, but it's okay since it kind of helps it to get closer to the edge anyways. Carefully turn the piece while trimming. Now brush out any loose hairpiece and we're going to trim the length down to what you actually need with point cutting. Then with thinning shears, taper the ends of the hair until it looks semi-transparent and brush out any loose hair. Moving on to heat styling, here it depends on the design of your ahoge. If it's just one piece, you can curl it and adjust it till it looks right, then set it with hairspray. If you're making something like mine, split the hair into two and curl the other piece towards the other direction. Keep trimming and adjusting the piece until it looks right to you, then finally set it with hairspray. And here's how it will look. It's super cute and bouncy. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? This is a wired ahoge, so of course we'll be using wires. I'm using bonsai wire aluminum wire in 1mm. Twist the ends into a circle and cut off the excess. Apply hot glue onto the wire and stick it onto the magnet. Then apply some more over the top to seal it in. Once it has dried, shape the wire to whatever design that you need it for. For my style, I like to have the wire a little shorter than the actual length that I want the ahoge to be. This way the ends will look more natural. Now grab some hair and then with thinning shears, we'll lightly taper out the ends. Just a few millimeters from the edge to reduce the bulk. Then we'll make this piece into a glued weft. Lightly pinch the tips together and let it dry. Now take the hairpiece again and apply some glue. Carefully align the hairpiece towards the end of the wire structure, then set it to dry with hairdryer on high heat, low fan setting. For wired pieces, always make sure to tidy up the hair before gluing it down so that the hair pieces would flow nicely and to keep things tidy. Also, work in small sections that you feel comfortable with as you glue. It's really tricky to handle hair pieces and get everything set nicely, so even if it takes longer, take your time with it instead of being too ambitious and trying to glue the entire thing in one go. The process is by repeating these steps. To apply glue onto the wire, glue the hair down, fix the hair with some hairspray before drying it quickly with the hairdryer. Now grab another piece of hair and repeat the steps of making glued wefts to cover up the other surface of the wire. For this one, instead of gluing onto the magnet, start with it right at the edge of the magnet. Again, repeat the process as before, except this time when you apply glue, it goes onto not just the wire, but onto the hair as well, essentially holding both sides of the hair together with the wire sandwiched in between. Here you can see some of the edge of the glued weft sticking out, so we're gonna trim that down. Next, we're gonna feel where the wire ends and determine how long we'd like to leave the excess length. Trim off the excess, cut the hair into a V shape and taper out the ends with thinning shears. Shape the hair with a hair straightener on low heat and adjust until it looks good to you. And set the styling with hairspray once you're happy with it. Here's how the wire ahoge looks. Of course, depending on your design, you can shape it however you like. The wire gives it more support, so it's good for longer styles. Are you ready to go to the next one? This time we're making a small heart-shaped ahoge, so I'm using an extra small magnet. It's 5mm diameter. Similar as before, we're making a small circle with the wire, then bend it to a right angle. We only need a short piece, so cut off the excess length. It should look something like this. Now you can shape half of the heart shape to however you want it to be. Apply hot glue onto the end and stick it to the magnet. And again, apply glue onto the top part to seal it in. Now cut some hair to make it into a glued weft. You don't need it to be very long since this is only to cover half the heart shape. Trim the ends parallel, apply glue, spread it out evenly and let it dry. And once again, apply some more glue, spread it out, and now we're going to carefully glue the hair around the wire. Since this is a really tiny piece, it requires a lot of precision and practice, so if it doesn't look good, you can remove the piece before it dries and repeat again until it looks better. Also, try to cover the edge of the magnet if possible. Then once it looks good, speed up the drying time with a hairdryer. Now carefully move the hair away from the wire and apply glue all over the surface of the wire. If your heart shape is larger, you can work in smaller sections, but I went ahead and glued the entire thing here. Align the hair to wrap around the wire piece so that the wire isn't visible. Not gonna lie though, this part is a little tricky to handle. Then saturate it with hairspray and dry it to set. Here I'm adding more hairspray on the edge to hold things together. Now finding where the wire ends, snip off the excess length. Now apply a tiny dot of glue, pinch and glue the ends together and let it dry. One half of your heart shape would look something like this. Now, taking another piece of hair, trim the edge parallel and lightly taper the ends. Glue the ends just like how you'd make a glue weft piece, but pinch the hair together and let it dry. Align both pieces to identify the angle where they should meet and trim off any excess. Once it looks good, glue them together. It's really precise work, so be careful with it. It will take a while to dry, but if you want to speed things up, lay it on the surface and carefully dry it with hair dryer. Now that it's solid, trim off any excess and we'll style the other half of the heart. Trim the edge to a V shape, then taper the ends with thinning shears. Heat style it into a curl, and with synthetic hair you can always adjust the shape while it is still warm, so if you need to, repeat the process until the curve looks right. Alternatively, you can also heat it with a hair dryer to help shaping it into a nice heart shape. Finally, adjust and set the piece with hairspray. Let's take a look at the ahoge we've done so far. Tell me which is your favorite down in the comments below. And that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed learning a new skill. For your wigs now are extra fun with this ahoge. Just be mindful not to lose them and protect them from your friends because they're so fun to pull off and reattach. If you have any questions related to this, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try my best to get back to you. As always, remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye!